4, you're actually at a point of celebration. And the 4 Wands is something that you're passionate about and it's foundational. 4 signifies like something that's foundational and it's ripening and it's a celebration of something coming anew. And we're seeing the wreath has like grapes and fruit. So this is like something that's coming up in fruition. It's a birth, it's a beginning. And this always, the 4 of Wands always reminds me of like a wedding, maybe celebrating something that has to do with just a new beginning, starting a new life. You can see these people are kind of like waving you on and kind of like it's an entrance point of celebration and happiness. Starting a new beginning, or you're starting a new life, or there's just like something in your life that you're creating something foundational that is a means of celebrating, or it's coming together with other people. Interesting. So we do have the 3 of Swords, which can talk about a painful situation in regards to your emotions that comes from knowing new information. And with the moon right behind this is talking, the moon is signifier of like illusions or something from our subconscious that are coming forward. The life you're beginning, even if it's foundational and it's a means to celebrate, there could be like people are wanting the situation to go differently, and especially in regards to like social family gatherings, specifically like weddings. The 4 of Wands always reminds me of a wedding or a relationship that is coming together, because it can be a means for different type of people to come together, and in that celebration, in that excitement of starting something new, a social gathering that's like flourishing. And there can be, I'm getting like people have conflicts in regards to like different ways of how it's going to go, or in regards to like weddings or just social gatherings, especially family gatherings. There can be like a lot of drama, there can be conflict. The 5 of Wands is about like people having different passions and they're wanting things to go different ways, and every person in this picture is determined that it is their idea, it is their passion that's going to be the one picked. So there's no sense of like trying to mediate. There's no sense of trying to understand the other person, because everyone, it's kind of like when you're having an argument and you're not listening to the other person, because all you're wanting to do is just state your fact. And so there's this constant battle of like no one is being heard, and so then the resolution is not. There is a lot of passion, excitement, and celebration, but I feel like this celebration of something foundational, that you're a new beginning or something coming together with someone else, and while it does have this like fruition and abundance and like a new life and a celebration and social gathering, which 4 of Wands is always about like happiness and excitement for something new or coming together with people to socialize, celebrate. But there is also like this undermining like conflict, because the 4 of Wands going into the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is, 5s are also about change, but the 5 of Wands is like the inability to listen to each other, and there's conflict, and it's like, well, like my wand's bigger than your wand, and there's no like resolution, because everyone is determined that it is their wand that is going to be chosen. You are going to be going through a lot of, in the happiness, you're going to go through a lot of, and definitely pay attention to like illusions, because there will be new information that might be painful and very emotional, especially with a new moon in Cancer. But the important thing is just to consistently keep working on something. Like this is, Pentacles is about like earthly matters, so this could be about like just focusing on the day-to-day, and to kind of like, because while there's conflicts going on between this energy, you can see this person is turned away from the 5 of Pentacles, so they're turned away from the conflict in order to focus on, the Pentacles can be a job, it can be focusing on your career, it's focusing on a project, but also the Eight of Pentacles is about doing something repeatedly, creating something over and over and over again. So this might be like to this new life, this new potential is going to bring on conflict from other people, to just focus on doing something repeatedly, because that the repetition, or basically like that schedule or pattern of doing something repeatedly is going to move you away, move your attention away from the conflict. So this can be like a spiritual enlightenment. It's also a healing. Also look at like the lessons. Like, have you been learning your lessons? Because Judgment is essentially like an angel coming down, and these guys are like all in coffin. So it's like in this lifetime, it can be a healing energy in the sense of like, have you done the work in this lifetime? Have you learned the lessons in order to elevate? Because if not, then we have to keep repeating the same lessons until we learn. With the Five of Wands and the Judgment card, this is about you're needing to learn how to move through conflict. And the advice in this particular reading is to move away from conflict, is to focus on your work, focus on your earthly matters, focusing on how to make this current life better. Judgment can also be like you're getting like an epiphany. It can come through like in dreams, or like basically it's like your guides or an angel coming down and kind of waking you up from your life. So in regards to the Eight of Pentacles with the Judgment, it could be like you're doing something in repetition and you're having a wake-up call, like wake up. So now I'm going to break down like how these cards are to each other relationally, like how they can tell a story together. As I stated, the Four of Wands is a card that is a celebration, also harmony, because four is foundational. It also is a sense of completion, like on just enjoying people socially and like social dynamics. Especially with summer, this can be an indication of going to weddings or even having your own wedding. Foundationally, this card signifies that this is a time of happiness and success for you in a personal relationship or project. Now, in contrast, the Five of Wands symbolizes conflict, competition, and challenges. So between these, this could be like your challenge right now, where you're really facing a contrast in your life where you have to balance, like, because I'm seeing a contrast of like there's conflict and competition and challenges in your life, but there's also like a reason to celebrate, like joy, and there's something that's being completed. So if there is conflict in your life, it could be in completion, or it can also signify like if you like to really be present in the joyous events, because what is coming up is conflict and a challenge in regards to your passions or passion projects, or something that is, I'm getting like, it can signify like a challenge is being completed, but it can also signify like a completion of joy and celebration of things, because you are going into conflict and colliding with other people. Because as we see with the Five of Wands, these are five men that are holding wands and they are engaged in battle, jostling for position. July, from the Four of Wands to the Five of Wands, you might be experiencing tension, rivalry, and opposition while you are trying to really celebrate. And it could be a completion of a project, and then what the completion comes down to like a conflict of like things don't end up where they need to be, and so then you have to like go and back to the woodwork of like being the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is always about like basically grinding, basically like hustling. But I feel like you're then gonna have like a wake-up call. Maybe the wake-up call is like, this is the conflict, shows you like this isn't the people that you're working with or you're working with the project with don't align with what you are wanting. So together, these cards, these two cards, they do suggest a time of celebration for you in harmony, but there will be an underlying tension and conflict in this celebration. There will be a need to be vigilant and aware of your potential obstacles that may arise during the time of celebration or success. I feel like this has to do with relationships and different people. Can also signify like in the time of like, it could, Four of Wands could signify like a promotion and you're being celebrated, but there is a rivalry where there might be someone in your company or in regards to something. I'm getting like it has to do with your job possibly, because we're having the Wands, which is often about our passion, our projects, and action orientated, and then we're seeing Pentacles, and the Judgment is like you're having like a wake-up call. So there might be some information that you will hear about which might be painful, because we did receive the Three of Swords, and Three of Swords doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be. So yeah, something to watch out for in your success. There might be rivalry or simply just like obstacles you might be facing. Now I'm going to break down these two cards, but I'm going to start with the Judgment. This could be associated with like a wake-up call, or essentially Judgment can also be in regards to like past relationships, but it can be like a rebirth, like you're getting a wake-up call in regards to your Pentacles, in regards to your passions, in regards to your earthly matters, in regards to your money or finances. So it is like a transformation, but it might be shocking because this is something that's going to come through when you're diligently working on something over and over and over again. And so in your kind of day-to-day routine of being in a project, you're going to get like this aha moment while you're absorbed with creating something meticulously every single day, at the same way, at the same time, and you're kind of just, you're going to wake up. There's something that like it's going to wake you up. So essentially it's like a transformation through a rebirth, or it could just be like literally like they're working the 9 to 5 and then one day they're just like, they have that judgment call where they're like, wait, and they what the fuck am I doing? This isn't what I want to be doing. And they literally grab their stuff and like they're like, go to their boss and they're like, yeah, I quit. And they walk out because they have that aha moment. It's like, I don't want to be wasting my life doing this. But that is just to give you perspective of what like a rebirth or like a aha moment could look like in regards to jobs or career. Now the Eight of Pentacles is someone has obviously, it symbolizes hard work, dedication, and focus. But in that dedication, like I keep repeating, there's going to be like a wake up, like you're going to have to wake up to your life. It does represent like a mastery of a skill or craft. So it could be like you're actually being woken up to a potential talent that you're harboring inside. But basically I'm getting like in the middle of this, there's a conflict or rivalry, like in your focus on your success, focus on a skill, and or there's something like you're gonna wake up to that kind of like opens you up to a new skill of actually what ignites you and is excited, kind of wakes you up from the dead in the sense of like you're not just doing the same thing over and over again. I feel like schedules, I mean for Sagittarius, schedules don't really work because you need, like you're a person that you need to get out of routine, and I feel this is what it's going to do. Eight of Pentacles with the Judgment card signifies that this is a time of transformation and hard work for you. So this is a period of introspection and self-evaluation that will lead to a desire to improve yourself and achieve mastery in a particular skill or craft. Combination also can signify for you, Sagittarius, that you will actually gain a new perspective on your life purpose. And now let's look at the Five of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. That this is a period for you, Sagittarius, that will come with challenges, struggle, and conflicts. But it will be in the midst of a period of where you're going to give consistent effort, hard work, and dedication to something while you're diligently hard working on a project. And you're having that focus and that hard work to view your struggles as opportunities to learn and to grow. The Eight of Pentacles does highlight the importance of consistent effort and dedication towards mastering your craft in July. But the combination of the Five of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles also suggests that your path to success might come up with challenges, but to just maintain a strong work ethic and focused approach.